Okay, welcome back to Sew Expo, the virtual Sew Expo, Saturday morning. It's been a whirlwind show, so thanks for sticking with us here. A lot more in store for you today. We have a great session here where we have some amazing giveaways, so stay tuned on this entire session. We're actually giving away 2 machines at the end of this session that you won't want to miss. A ton of other announcements for some notions and things will be announced on this session as well, so make sure you stick around for the entire session. There's also some great information that's going to be shared with you from Carmen and Paul and Riva, and so make sure you stick around for the whole session. We have a couple things going on after this session today I want to make you aware of, and so at 11 a.m. we have tips on buying a new sewing machine that's being taught by Carmen, so make sure you come back to check that out. And then we also have a class on embroidery stabilizer at 1 o'clock today, and so if you're an embroiderer and have questions around which stabilizers to use for which purposes, that is a great class to learn about why you want to use which one for which project. And then at 3 o'clock, we actually have a class on Floriani Total Control software. And so it's one of the most common questions we get throughout the company is, how do I use my software? What do I use software for? This class is going to be a great way to teach you about all the reasons why you might want to look at embroidery software. And also, if you already have the software, it's going to give you some great pointers on how to get the most out of it. And so check that class out if you have any questions about your current software or if you've been considering software in the future. And that's actually taught by Riva as well. And so beyond that, if you want to, we are still accepting new entries for winners, and so if you want to be announced maybe on our session tomorrow as a winner, make sure you like, comment, or share in any of these social media posts. That way you're going to be in the drawing for tomorrow's winners. And without further ado, I'm actually going to pass it on here to Carmen, who is going to take you through some other specials today. But thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later on.
Hi everybody. I hope you are doing great on this beautiful Saturday morning. So we have a lot of fun things to show you today. I'm going to go through some notions in a minute, but first I want to take a second and show you this beautiful cabinet that I am standing in front of. So this is the Horn electric lift cabinet, and what's beautiful about this cabinet is not only is the lift adjustable, but the whole cabinet is height adjustable. So I can tell the cabinet that I want the whole thing to go up a little bit, or go down, or what's really fun is I can pre-program into 3 settings the height I like my cabinet at. So I'm going to hit number 2 here, and it's going to bring this cabinet all the way up, so that way now I could either stand and sew, which can sometimes be nice depending on what you're working on, or you could stand and cut. Now this is really tall. If you were really tall, I just wanted to show you how tall this cabinet goes. You can stand and cut. What's really fun is since the machine here goes down, since it is an electric lift, the whole machine can go down, and we can put a solid piece in on the top of this cabinet, just like this. And so now I could use the whole surface for laying a quilt out, for cutting on, doing anything like that, and my machine is stowed away. But if I want to sew, all I have to do is take this guy back off. I'm going to raise my machine back up here, because maybe I'm going to use my embroidery unit. And you can get an insert for your machine that will fit perfectly around your machine, so then that way you would have one beautiful big flush surface. And then this also has this nice little spot here, this little extension that goes on your drawer, so if you had a large piece of fabric, you would have the fabric going this direction and this direction. So I'm going to bring this cabinet back down just like I was going to if I wanted to be sewing. So you can see it'll go all the way down here, and you can have it at any height in between. And we have some questions.
Will this fit a luminaire?
This will fit a luminaire. So part of the reason why I really wanted to take some time today to show you the horn cabinets is earlier this week we talked about the kangaroo cabinets. And what's great about the horn cabinets is they have these really large openings. So even the largest sewing machines on the market today are going to fit into many of their models. So if you have an XP1, if you have, this is a Brother Dream machine. The Dream machine was previously the top of the line Brother sewing, quilting, and embroidery machine. I have this guy here. I moved my little piece of paper that was on it. Here we go. We do take trade-ins, and so this is a late model pre-owned machine, and I do have one of these. If you've been thinking about an embroidery machine, I have one of these at $59.99. It comes with a full new machine warranty. If you're interested in this, please call a store location or reach out to Paul directly at paul@qualitysewing.com. But let me tell you a little bit more about
So the cabinet, it will fit the Solaris 2
It
as
will
well?
fit the Solaris 2. And you can see the Solaris 2 just a little bit bigger than this guy. Yes, it will fit the Solaris 2. It'll fit the Creative Icon. It'll fit the Applique 2. It'll fit all of those really large machines. And if you really were hoping to have a cabinet that maybe had some more storage, I'm just going to show a picture here. We have lots of different horn models, and they are all on sale for Expo, and some of them hold the big machine and have a drawer. Some hold the big machine and have a spot for your embroidery unit and a spot for thread. So there's lots of really great options in horn, and we have a special right now. All of the horn cabinets are on sale, and we are offering free outside delivery to your home, meaning that that's normally $249, and basically you order the cabinet, it will arrive to your driveway, or they'll put it right inside your garage, all assembled on a pallet. And so then all you have to do is get it inside. You don't have to pick it up at the store. So I just wanted to let you know about that. If you have questions about the horn cabinets, I would recommend going into a store location. Many of the Quality Sewing store locations, which are as far north as Bellingham and as far south as Olympia in Western Washington, have these on the floor so you can touch them and feel them and find the one that is right for you. Or you could always call our 800 number and talk to one of our customer service teams. So if you're curious to look at these, you can go to our website at www.qualitysewing.com, and there's a big banner across the top that says Virtual Expo. Click on that, and it has machine deals, notion deals, schedule, and videos, and these are going to be inside the machine deals, and you can see all the different models we have on sale.
Do they come in different colors?
They do come in different colors. So most of them come in white and in gray and in sunset maple. So there's quite a few different, and the sunset maple is sort of a tiki color, and there's even a couple of other colors, but those are the three colors that come in most of the models. Okay, great. So let's move on to some notions and accessories then. I'm just gonna sort of walk this way. Hope I'm not too close to the camera. So I have some fun notions. And before I forget, I am going to do some giveaways today. So make sure that you like, comment, and share on our posts. You can enter to win all of our giveaways a couple of different ways. You can enter to win by like, commenting, or sharing. The more you like, comment, and share, the more you're entered to win. Or you can also go into any one of our store locations and enter to win there. We will be announcing some winners tomorrow. Later today, we're announcing some more winners from yesterday. And we'll be announcing winners from the in-store drawings on Monday of this week.
And those are on our social on Facebook.
Yes, social on our Facebook page. Yes, like, comment, and share on our Facebook page, or you can come into a store. So let me get started here. I have a full table of fun things and really different things that I've talked about in the last couple of days. So the first thing I'll talk about is Kai scissors. So Kai scissors are absolutely our favorite scissor. They make it a complete line of scissors. This is the 5220, which is the 8-inch dressmaker. And you can't hear it, but they cut like butter. Almost all of the Quality Sewing team members have a full supply of Kais at home because they are super high quality and they are a great value. This is an 8-inch beautiful dressmaker that is on sale right now for $19.99. It's regularly $24.99. So super affordable and just really lovely quality. So the other two in Kai's line that I wanted to show you today are two of our most popular other Kais. Of course, the 8-inch dressmaker is totally a popular one, but these two are a little different for different reasons and also very popular. So one is the snip here. And snips like this are just super handy to have. They just go like this. You can cut, you can hang them on a lanyard. They're just a super handy little snip, and it's a little different style. And these are really popular. And then these are one of my favorite ones. These are the 5130, and I should have pulled it all the way out. We're just gonna break this packaging here so you can see. But these, if you are doing embroidery and you are trying to trim something in your hoop, imagine if your hoop is here. In fact, I have a hoop right here, don't I? If your hoop is here and you are trimming in there, you need to have some room so that way you can get in and trim around your hoop. And this has the nice bend here, and then it also has a bend here. And this scissor comes in both the pointy tip or the blunt tip. I love the blunt tip because the blunt tip allows me when I'm getting in here and snipping, there's really no way for me to accidentally jab into my fabric because it's a blunt point. So these are some of my favorite scissors, and these are they call these the Needlecraft scissors, double curved blades. There's the N5130, which is the pointy tip, and the N5130B for the blunt tip. And these are all on the website, so you can check them out. Next, we're going to talk, I have a good deal on a Kimberbell design disc here. So we love Kimberbell, and Kimberbell's Twilight Boulevard bench pillows are really cute. They make all of these great, really fun Halloween pillows, but I have too many. So I have these are normally $29.99. I have a limited quantity of them at $19.99. So if you want to prepare and get ready for Halloween in October, you can totally do that. You can do that with this design disc. And then the other thing I thought, these are new. These are their new fairy lights. And you can even see the picture of the fairy light here. They're using it in the pillow. What the fairy lights are for is whenever there's lots of different embroidery designs out there right now from Oesd, from Kimberbell, that you can insert little lights in, and then these are little battery operated lights that turn on. So it's super fun. And these are brand new from Kimberbell. They're also on the website. And of course, if you were going to get this, I would highly recommend getting this because they go together so perfectly. Okay, one more interesting scissor. These are the Oesd Alligator clamps. So what's unique about these is that these are really helpful for if you are doing machine embroidery lace designs, like the Oesd, they have, there's an Oesd pumpkin that's all lace. There's a whole Oesd Christmas village that is all lace designs. When the way you make those is you embroider all of these different pieces in your hoop, and then you wash away that stabilizer, and then you're going to be attaching them all together. And these alligator clamps allow you to hold on to the lace more easily, and it really helps you line those pieces up when you're trying to sew them all together. So I highly recommend these if you're doing a lot of lace work. All right, designs and machine. Yes, question.
You missed the pins, and are we giving anything away?
Carrie always has to remind me. I get so excited to tell you about all this stuff that I just forget to do the giveaways. So yes, I did forget the pens. We did friction pens earlier this week, and we had some questions about them. So the pens we did earlier this week are the ones that are more like markers. So they have a little bit thicker point, which is really handy, and then they erase. These ones are more of a traditional pen, and they do the same thing. So what we love about the friction pens is you can mark with them. They have that really nice fine point. And then when you want them to go away, you can either iron it and it will go away, or you can use the eraser and it will go away. So we have been loving these, and that's why I have these here. So why don't I'll give away 2 of these guys, the friction pens. And then I'm also going to give away, actually we're going to do some scissors. We're going to do these Kai snips, 2 of the Kai snips. Okay, now we're going to move on to Designs and Machine Embroidery. This morning at 9 a.m., Ashley Jones from Designs and Machine Embroidery did a really awesome class on tips on hooping. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that she talked about because we do have specials on all of these on the website. So Designs and Machine Embroidery, you can sort of tell from their name, they are a company that is dedicated to making products for embroidery. So what they are probably best known for is their snap hoops. These snap hoops are amazing. So these hoops, you can see this is what a snap hoop looks like. The reason why a snap hoop is amazing is you can sort of see here, these are magnetic. So I had this as corrugated plastic in here just so that way I don't hurt myself. But the way a snap hoop works is if you want to pretend that this was a piece of fabric, you just set your project over here, all right, on there. I'm going to set this down because it's easier. I don't know if you can see. And then you just snap the hoop on. So this is amazing when you are doing a quilt, if you're doing embroidery quilting, if you're embroidering a tablecloth, anytime you have a large project and you need to hoop and rehoop and rehoop, these snap hoops are awesome. They are super magnetic, so they can even hold a quilt together. They are an awesome product. This is like the Brother 8x8, but they come in versions and sizes for all brands of embroidery machines and many different sizes. You know, there's a 5x7 one, there's, you know, a 9.5 inch one. There's all different sizes depending on what you're looking to do. And we have all of these on sale on the website right now. And then the other product, I don't know if you can see down here, the other product that they make is what they call a hoop mat. And the hoop mat is really phenomenal because I don't know about you, but sometimes hooping is a challenge. So no matter what sort of hoop you have, when you're hooping, you usually have your bottom hoop that's down here, right? And then you're gonna put your fabric in and you're gonna hoop here. Well, you don't want this bottom hoop to slide around. Well, look what's happening. I'm pushing and this is a silicone hooping mat. And so what's amazing about this is it makes it so my hoop is not going to slide around. So that way my bottom hoop will stay where it's supposed to. I can lay my fabric in and then I can put my top hoop, excuse me, my top hoop on here. And this works with a standard hoop, or it also works really well with these magnetic hoops. So these hoop mats right now are on sale for $19.99. And if you don't have one in your stash and you're an embroiderer, I would recommend it because it will make your hooping much easier. And a couple of the other products that she talked about are the PAL 2 laser, target stickers, and we do have a really cool package on the website where you get the PAL 2 laser, you get a hoop mat, and you get the target stickers, all for $149. And the PAL laser helps you line up your crosshair. So if you're trying to center, it will line it up for you. You can check it out on the website. And then finally here, when we're talking about embroidery, we somehow ordered more of this stabilizer than I meant to in my warehouse. So I have a deal for you if you like Perfect Stick. So if you were in the class earlier and you're excited about the new sticky hoops from Designs in Machine Embroidery, these are also on the website. You definitely need some sticky back stabilizer. This would be the sticky back stabilizer for you. So what Perfect Stick is it is a sticky stabilizer. And what that means is it has a paper coating on one side and then it's sticky. So typically the way you use this is you hoop the whole piece in your hoop, and then you score it and you peel back the paper, so now it's sticky, and then you can lay your garment in there. Well, this is 15 inches by 50 yards. A typical roll is 15 inches by 10 yards, okay? And that roll would normally sell for about $50 or on sale for a 15 by 10 inch roll. So this would be 5 of those rolls and it's only $149. So it's like if you like Perfect Stick, if you were to buy 3 rolls, right now you're getting 2 free with how much is on here. And so this is an awesome thing. I only have 12 of these at that price, but they're $149 while they last. And this is the Perfect Stick by Floriani, and Floriani makes beautiful stabilizer. Yes.
Do the snap hoops work for baby lock?
Yes, the snap hoops work for Baby Lock, for Brother, for Foff, for Viking, for Bernina, all Janome, pretty much all of the major brands that have embroidery machines, there is a snap hoop that will work for them. You just want to, when you go to our website and you order them, there's a nice chart that just tells you which ones are going to fit on your machine. And if you need any help, of course, you can always call a Quality Sewing store location. You can call our 800 number. You can email us, and we're happy to help you find the right snap hoop for you. Okay, so finally here on this table, I have a couple more things, and we haven't talked too much about the Scani Cut, and so I have some really awesome Scani Cut accessory items. When we did the class yesterday, some people were asking about some of the things. Right now we have a great promotion of a whole bunch of freebies that are coming free with the 230DX, or the 230D rather. And so I just wanted to show you a couple of them and let you know if you were interested in purchasing them. So this is the new Disney Scani Cut Vinyl Auto Blade Kit. And what this does for you is if you've been doing a lot of vinyl, sometimes some of the detailed things can be really hard to weed, can be really hard to get the cut to work right. And this is a new and improved way to do vinyl cutting. And so it comes with a vinyl blade, it comes with a new vinyl blade holder, it comes with a whole bunch of Disney designs, and then it also comes with the software card that's going to update your machine so that way it's going to be able to do the vinyl even better. So this guy is on sale for $89.99, or actually I think I'm wrong, I think it's $79. Yeah, so it's regularly $99, it's on sale for $79.99. It's Expo, the prices are always lower, Carmen. So this is a great fun new thing. The other thing is tools. So this is an awesome Scan and Cut tool set. So it has It has the scraper here, it has a stylus, it has the tweezers, it has a really cool weeder. And so you can weed when you're doing vinyl or really even paper. Anytime you have a detailed design and you have to get rid of all the stuff that you don't want in the design, you need a weeder. And then it also has this spatula, and this spatula is great for peeling stuff off your mat. So this is a really nice toolkit. It's regularly $54.99 and it's on sale right now for $43.99. And then this guy is brand new. And I realized he wasn't even on the website, so I added him to the website yesterday. This is a cool case. So if you have been getting the different scan and cut kits and all the different accessories, there are a lot of them. And so what's great about this case is it allows you to put all of your bits and pieces in here. And if it was me, I would probably just put a little label down here that would tell me what it was and where it goes, so that way I could remember, oh yeah, this is my paper blade. This is my, you know, my pen, I guess blade holder. This is my pen holder. All of the things, so that way I would remember which ones they are and when to use them. And it's super handy, great to take to class, or even if it was me, I would just have this next to my scan and cut. So that way I could get into all my goodies. And then finally in storage, I'm gonna see how many things I can drop now. This is a scan and cut mat holder. So that way if you wanna store your mats, if you wanna take your mats to class, they all go in here. And this guy is on sale right now for $39.99. This guy is on sale for $34.99. And I guess the final thing I should do is I should give something away. I'm gonna give away 2 of these dime hoop mats. So now I'm gonna pass you off to Reva, and she is gonna show you some amazing things on the snap hoop. And Reva, do you wanna remind them how to shop?
On the Accu-Quilt?
Yes, sorry, on the Accu-Quilt.
Make sure we know what we're doing. Yeah, so if you are wanting to shop, definitely come into one of our stores. We have 11 stores in Western Washington. And if you are not able to come into a store or you live out of town, then go to our website, qualitysewing.com, and you will see when you go to that page that there is a banner that says Sew Expo. Click on that, and then it's going to have 3 choices underneath it where you can look at machine deals, you can look at Notion deals, and you can also see our list of video classes that we have posted on our site. So take a look at that. And then I did notice that there was a question about how do you find out who wins the prizes. So those we will announce on Monday, or we're going to draw on Monday, but we'll...
So there's some that are announced tomorrow, and then the stores are Monday.
Okay, oh yes, okay. So some of them will be announced tomorrow, and then others that are put in the drawings at the stores, those will be drawn on Mondays, and we will contact you. So be on the lookout for that. So go to our Facebook page and like, comment, and share on this video, and you'll get in the drawing. And the more you like, comment, and share, the more chances you have to win. Okay, so this is the Accu-Quilt System. Now what this is a tool to help you cut your fabric precisely and faster so you're able to get quilting and sewing faster. So I don't know about you, but cutting out the little pieces is not my joy. That's the truth of the matter. And not to mention that I'll be cutting and then the ruler will slip, or I'll look off to the side at something else and I don't have a straight cut. So then I have to re-true up my fabric and start again. And so I'm wasting fabric that way and wasting my time. So what the Accu-Quilt System is a cutter. And this one happens to be electric. This one is a hand crank. But the cutter works alongside with dies and fabric and a mat. So in here, where you see the different colors of foam, there's actually a blade in here. So it's kind of like a cookie cutter for fabric. You're going to layer your fabric in here, and you can cut up to 6 layers of quilting cotton at one time. And then you're going to put that in here and run it through the machine. And it will cut out your pieces precisely and exactly the same every single time. So let me show you how that works. Now on this little stack of fabric that I have, I've actually layered it I don't know, Carrie, let me come around, yeah? She's not as mobile as I am. Okay, so what I have here is I have a piece of orange, then I have the right sides together of my print to the orange, and then I've repeated that stack. So I have a stack of 6 fabrics. So I'm trying to combine some hints in here and tips in here for you too. So the reason why I laid them like this is because if my quilt takes 2 different fabrics and I want to cut these pieces out, then if you stack them this way, they're ready to go to the sewing machine and ready to sew, and you don't have to organize them later. So I'm just going to set my fabric right over the area that has that dark colored foam, put my mat on there, and then just send it through. Now when this cuts, it does more than just cut 6 layers. Take a look at this. It cuts them perfectly, and it took the dog ears off. So in just a matter of seconds, you have perfectly cut triangles. Okay? And then when you're at the sewing machine, you just pick up 2, you can stitch them, and with the dog ears cut off, you know exactly where your 1/4 inch is supposed to be. So when your pieces are cut out accurately, then you're more apt to have a accurate seam allowance. So that means your pieces will all go together, you'll have a more joyous time sewing, and you'll have a better product in the end. So that's kind of how this works, but let's talk about a great way to get yourself set up for very efficient quilting. So if you're going to be quilting, we've got a great deal for you. We have the electronic cutter with a cube of your choice, a 6, an 8, or a 9-inch cube, and I will explain what that means in a second, along with a strip cutter, that's a 2.5-inch strip cutter, and a big mat for that die. So what is great about the cube is that in this little box, you have 8 different shapes that can go together to make a minimum of 72 different quilt blocks. So in this nice little compact package, you have an endless amount of fun that you're going to be able to have quilting. So how this works is inside you have this wonderful little case that has all the dies. There's even a DVD in here with instructional and inspirational information. There's a cutting mat. There's the whole thing right in here. So if you need to make squares or triangles or whatever you need to do, they're in here. Now, you can choose a 6, an 8, or a 9-inch cube in the big bundle. Now, why would you want the big bundle? Because the Go Big has a really wide opening here, so it's not limited to any die size. And it's also electric, so you don't have to do any hand cranking. So this is the unlimited model. There's every single die that Accu-Quilt has can be used in this. The Go machine has a smaller path, and this just opens up like that, and will go right on the table. And it has a smaller path, so it's not going to be able to take all of the dies. So that's why we have 2 different packages. Okay, so which size cube would you want? Well, what size quilt do you usually make? Do you usually make quilt squares that are 6 inches or 8 inches or 9 inches? So those are the sizes that are available in the bundle. Okay. If you want to add a 10 or a 12 later, you can do that. Those are extra. So you can choose from 6, 8, or 9 for the bundle. So pick the size that you like. I happen to like the 9-inch size. It's a little bit bigger, so I can get my quilts done a little bit faster. So that's a pretty good size for me. But you'll find the size that works for you. Now, what is a strip cutter? Let's talk about that for a minute. A strip cutter is a big die that has just straight blades going down the sides. And you're going to notice that there's a lot of different markings on this die. There's a end marking line here, and this line actually shows you that blades don't go any further past that. And then you also have angle lines, and I'm going to show you what those are good for as well. But I want to start by showing you how it cuts out.
So Reva, if somebody is getting the 6-inch, does that mean they will have a 6-inch finished block?
If someone gets if you get a 6-inch cube, the pieces go together to make a 6-inch finished block. An 8-inch goes together to make an 8-inch finished block. A 9-inch goes together to make a 9-inch finished block. So if you love little things, then the 6-inch is perfect for you. All right, so I have my fabric layered here. It's actually one big piece, and I fan folded it 3 times. So I have 6 layers of fabric here, and then I'm going to take my cutting mat and put that over the top and just send it through. Now this is going to take a minute longer to do because it's a longer die. So let me show you some other things that you can do.
Reva, will this cut Minky?
Yes, they will cut Minky, and that's a really good question. If you want to cut Minky or denim or anything that's heavier, flannel, just know that you're going to cut fewer layers because it is a heavier fabric. Okay, and I'll show you this in a minute because this is done. That was a great question. Okay, and the reason I'm rubbing it is I'm removing the static electricity so that way I could, I had my fabric too high. That was good. So now I have you can make a skirt. If you have the fabric too high, you can make a skirt. So anyway, you would have, if you pay attention to the handy lines on here, you would have had nice little strips of bias. So let me just get one, I'll show you that. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so now what if you want to make squares? So this is a perfect 2.5-inch strip that is great for binding. But if you want to make squares, you can just fan fold them. Just make sure they're inside the line. And then if you want to make, let's see, let me grab another piece here. Hard to find the end. But maybe you want to make a star. You can align them with the 30 degree. I'm just gonna let that hang out. And then we'll let it go through again. My machine, there we go. Hey, I turned it off, that's great. All right. All right, so while that's going, let's talk a little bit about applique. So there's also wonderful shapes. If you want to do applique pieces, you can do that. So if you want to make a bunch of hearts, you can make 6 layers of hearts all at one time. And if you have a big cutter like this, the Go Big, you can actually put through more than one die at a time. So maybe you have a basic shape and then you have some applique shapes that you want to do because it's wide enough for you to do that. Okay, so now we have our strip pieces right here. So now I have perfectly cut squares that are 2.5-inch squares, and look at the perfectly cut 30-degree diamonds, all just from the strip cutter. And you can also cut it on bias if you want to. All right, in our class from yesterday at Expo, I showed how to make the bias trim or bias binding. Okay, so then this is our little applique pieces, and I've cut out 6 layers of fabric here. If you're gonna put fusible on it, the fusible counts as a layer. So then you would do 3 layers of fabric that have fusible on them. So, but how perfect. I can't cut out hearts that good, so. All right. So let's talk about the deal just real quick. If you are interested in getting an Accu-Quilt, we have probably one of the best deals that I have seen. And I will tell you personally, this has got to be one of the best purchases I have made ever. I get my quilts completely all cut out, and then I have them ready to sew when I have a few minutes at a time. So the Go Big is awesome because it has the larger path and it is electric, so you don't have to hand crank, and there is no die that Accu-Quilt makes that cannot be fit in here. And then also it does store, I guess that's the back side. That's not as pretty, is it? There we go. This can store on a bookshelf or wherever you want it to go. So the bundle comes with the Go Big. It also comes with a brand new cube of your choice of 6, 8, or 9 inches. And it comes with the 2.5-inch strip cutter and the cutting mat, all for just $6.99. So that's an awesome deal there. And then if you are interested in the Go cutter, we have a box right here. I don't know if Carrie can see that. So this is called the Ready, Set, Go. And in here, I should turn it over so you can actually see. The box is only pretty on the side. So in here, you're going to get an 8-inch cube. You're going to get a wonderful book from Eleanor Burns. And you're going to get the 2.5-inch strip cutter and the mat. You also get a die pick, a pattern book, a user manual, and the tips and tricks on DVD. So you can get this at a really great price of $349. That's really an awesome deal. So,
Reva, does that price include shipping?
if you order from our website that's $100 or more, we will ship for you at no cost.
In the 48
In the 48 continental states, yes. Shipping over water costs more. And then also, if you find anything on our website, the doorbusters or anything like that, you can have that all sent to one of our stores for you to pick up for no extra charge. So there will be no shipping to the store. You just pick it up there. So we're happy to do that for you. Okay, are there any other questions on the Accu-Quilt?
People are asking if there's specials on the individual dies if they already own the system.
Absolutely. So go on into our stores and see the selections there. If there's a certain die that you're looking for, feel free to contact us at our website, qualitysewing.com, and then we can find that die. If it's in one of our other stores that's not local for you, we can find that.
Well, I was confused about the price. It's actually $449.
$449. I think my price was better, but she's my boss.
I'll meet you halfway, and it'll be $3.99 on the site.
Okay, $3.99. That's good. So originally we thought it was $3.49, but the real price is $4.49. But Carmen said that she's going to meet us in the middle because, yeah, she's been really nice, and it's going to be $3.99 on the website. So go ahead and purchase it on the website there. All right. Any other questions, Carrie? All right, Paul, it is your turn.
Thank you, Reva. That was an awesome demonstration. You know, every time I watch it, I learn something new about how the Accu-Quilt system works. It's a fantastic product. We can ship that to your home anywhere in the United States. If we ship it outside of Washington State, there is no sales tax. And so just go to our website, really easy to order. Plus you can add on all the wonderful kind of doorbuster things that Carmen's been talking about. You can add all that into the shopping cart. We have even people packing today to ship. I want to start by thanking you. We've had great response to our Sew Expo sale, so we really appreciate it. It's not as fun as being down at the fairgrounds with you in person, but I hope you're enjoying our presentations, and I hope a lot of people are taking advantage of our fantastic deals that we've negotiated with our vendors. One of them is, I mentioned this yesterday, I'm going to start with the Brother Scani Cut and just tell you the little story on this machine. This is the model 230DX, and up until last August, this was the top of the line model. They replaced it with a model that's identical machine, but different items packaged with it. And when they did that, they raised the price. So right now on that machine, you can buy at $8.99 nationwide. This machine is $100 less, and it's the same machine, so it's a better value. But what makes it even a better value than that is we have extra bonus items included with it right now for Sew Expo. You're getting not only the Disney licensed machine and all the goodies that come with it, you're also getting an assortment of 3 of the Disney licensed cards. You're also getting the Scani Cut Tool Kit that Carmen talked about that you can buy separately. It's coming with this package. It's coming with the new the vinyl blade cutter, the Disney vinyl blade cutter, which also includes Disney designs. And finally, it's coming with the duffel bag. And the roll feeder, which allows you, which is also an optional accessory, but the roll feeder allows you to do up to a 10-foot piece of vinyl for like large vinyl banners. So really, it's just a fantastic deal, $7.99, shipped right to your home. So I want to talk about Brother machines here, and all these machines, except the last one, they are available for immediate shipment, and we can ship them right to your house. This model here, I've always talked about. I've sold many of this. This is the model NS80, and this is the first model in Brothers line that is both built on a metal chassis and is a truly computerized machine. A great workhorse machine. It's lightweight. You can take it to class. And it has things like the advanced needle threader, things that oftentimes people will come in, and once I'm not able to help customers every day, although I love doing it because one of the owners of the company, I get tied up with all this other stuff you got to do when you own a company. But last week I sat down with a lady who had an older sewing machine that she wanted to have repaired, and the older sewing machines were great. But they didn't have things that we're used to today. You had to thread the needle automatically. You had to raise up the needle. It didn't have things like needle up and down. And I've been in this business for almost 40 years, and I started in this business as a service technician. And I can tell you that these new machines today, when you hear how they run, the way they run, they outperform any of the older machines. I mean, hands down. While there have been many great machines built over the years from all the good brands, these machines run circles around them at a fraction of the relative price. This machine's on sale at $4.99. But the one that I'm really excited about, I'm going to show you a couple things on, is the one that's right next to it here. And this is the model 500. You can see this is a larger chassis machine. It has almost a 9-inch opening, so it's going to give you more workspace. Of course, it's a free arm machine, so it comes off there. You have a nice free arm. You have an accessory tray that holds a really nice selection of sewing feet that come with the machine. But I'll show you, I mentioned that advanced needle threader on this one. I'll show you how that works. You take your thread from the last thread guide, and there's a number 7 here on a little device. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but you simply lay the thread there and you press this lever, and the machine is threaded and ready to go. It's literally that easy. And once you have that, you wonder, how did I ever live without it? Something else that all these machines offer nowadays is they offer the ability to sew without using the foot pedal. They're packed with a foot pedal, but how many times have you searched for that thing on the ground? Now, when you first start sewing without a foot pedal, it feels really weird. You say, I don't feel that I'm in control, but it's really easy, because what happens is you press the green button, the machine starts to sew. Now, you'll notice that this machine has an automatic back tack, an automatic tie-off. It automatically tied off the beginning of the seam. And you also notice that I can control the speed right here on this lever. So what's nice about this is when you're sewing, you're like this looking, you don't have to look away. Your go switch is right here. Your control for speed is right here. And at the end of this seam, I'm going to touch the reverse button and watch what happens. It back tacks to tie off the seam. It comes back forward. It cuts the thread, and it raises the needle. So if you think about how much work that is on an older machine, on a lot of sewing machines. First off, when you're sewing along, remember, a lot of machines, they would just stop at random. All these machines I'm going to show you have needle up, needle down, which means I pause my work and the needle stops in the down position, and I'm able to pivot without having to go to the hand wheel and rotate it, right? And then at the end of the seam, when I want to tie off, I don't have to manually tie off. It's going to do that for me. All right, wait, I actually have to touch the right button. It's going to back tack. It's going to come back forward. It's going to tie. Now it lifts the needle up because it knows I'm done with my seam. I want to remove my fabric, but it has also cut that thread. So that these are things that are designed to spoil you. And when you think about it, you sit down to sew. It's an enjoyment. It's a hobby. It shouldn't be hard work. And that's why you deserve a machine that has these features. Now, sometimes people tell me, I don't want all these stitches, okay? Now, some of these stitches you do want because they're practical things like overcast stitch, blind hem stitch. It has 7 or 8 totally automatic, beautiful buttonholes built in. It has a bar tack built in, sews on buttons automatically. Those are all practical things. But it also has some nice quilting features. It has what's called a mock hand quilting stitch, which looks like what you do is you put a monofilament thread in the top, and what the machine does is it pulls the bottom thread up over the top every other stitch, so that it looks, after you've sewn, it looks like you hand stitched with the thread. And that's why they call it a mock hand quilting stitch. It also has that quilt applique. It has stippling stitches, so it has all the things that you really want in a machine. But the most exciting thing about this machine is right now this machine is only $5.99. Now this is a price that absolutely goes away on March 1st. It's a price we can honor for today and tomorrow. You can find it on our website. On March 1st it becomes $6.99, and I have no ability to control that. But if you want a great deal, high quality sewing machine at $5.99, you cannot beat this machine anywhere for a machine in that price category, because it sews and you can hear it when it runs. Something I learned as a sewing machine technician is you can tell a lot about the way a sewing machine sounds and listen to that machine. So what? Oh, I have to go faster. I'm told I'm running out of time. Okay, let's go on. I've got a few more things to cover with you.
We've got 5 minutes left
you're out
total.
of time.
I'm out of time?
No, this goes to 11.
Oh, keep
no,
going.
close to 11.
We got 15
Okay,
minutes.
we had a little miscommunication. I'll show you the next machine I have. This machine is a dedicated embroidery machine. Easy to use color touch screen, and the beauty of it is it has this large 6x10 working. A lot of folks have older embroidery machines that only do 4x4. It's a 6x10 working area. For someone who says, I love my sewing machine, but I want a machine I can dedicate to embroidery, this model 1600E is only $14.99. I can ship it to you anywhere in the U.S. There's no shipping, and if it's outside Washington, there's no sales tax. Now, a machine that's right next to me here, really excited about this. Brother has just lowered the price on this machine. And this is a machine that was originally $59.99, a $6,000 machine. And when you look at what it offers, you can see why. It has a beautiful color touchscreen. It has that large 6x10 embroidery field, and it has the Disney license. So it has a wide range of Disney designs built in, literally dozens and dozens and dozens of embroidery designs. And of course, it has the USB port right on the side, so you can get designs from anywhere. You can download designs, you can get designs from Oesd or Anita Good Design or any of the other quality design providers, and you just simply copy them on a memory stick and plug them in, and you can you can sew, you can sew all those. It has the same, when you go to the sewing side, the same sorts of features I was showing you on the other machine, the advanced needle threader, the needle up and down, all the things that are designed to spoil you, but it actually has, in addition to that, it automatically sets the presser foot height. So it governs, if you're sewing fine fabric, thick fabric, it governs all that automatically, and it raises and lowers that presser foot automatically. So it takes that form of automation and takes it a step farther, just like all the very top of the line machines offer. But right now on our special, they've just lowered this price to $34.99. Okay, remember it began at $6,000, and we have a special right now that it comes with both the classic embroidery thread. It's a 24 spool set of Disney thread colors, so that you can match, you can get the Disney characters perfectly. The only way to do that is get the right color thread. Those right colors, those correct colors are in here. It's also coming with the dual function foot control, which allows you to have a foot control that you can make it go with, when you push on the top, it makes the machine go. When you tap with your heel, you can have the machine tie off. You can have it lift the needle or the presser foot. There's various functions you can have it do. Those are both optional items that are coming with it. So this is a wonderful machine. We have these in stock. We could ship one out to you on Monday morning, or you can pick it up at any one of our local stores. So one more machine I want to talk about before I turn it back over to Carmen. This machine here, I'm not able to ship outside my area. This is a wonderful machine that we have a fantastic price on. This is the Brother Essence 5200, and the difference when you compare it to the last one we looked at is that this embroidery field's a little larger. It has a larger color touchscreen, and you can see it has the over 11-inch opening here, so it has a larger working area. So it's taking this machine up to be right next to the very top models in terms of what it does. Has all the features that I've shown you before, and even more automatic needle threader. You simply push a button, and it. I have to say okay here, but anyway, you'll push a button, and we'll do it automatically. And right now we have it on sale at a great price. It also comes with this bundle right now at no extra charge, which is a deluxe rolling trolley and the BES4 Dream Edition software, which does a couple things for you. Is the BES4 allows you to, gives you hundreds of built-in fonts that you can add to the machine, but it also allows you to wirelessly transfer the pattern or the fonts or whatever it is right from your computer wirelessly right into the sewing machine. So this is available here at our local stores. You can send me an email, paul@qualitysewing.com, or you can visit any one of our store locations. Thank you again for your business. I truly appreciate it. And I'm going to turn it over. Carmen has some more exciting Notion accessory items. So thank you very much.
Hi everybody, we are down to about 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna hustle through this. If you have questions on anything I talk about, feel free to just pop it into the chat. So I'm just gonna start over here. We have some really cute face masks. This is face mask panels. These are $5 each. We have a Christmas one. We have like sort of a goofy one, and you can see they make face masks that are all different sizes, large and small, depending on this panel. They're regularly $12.99. I have a limited supply of them at $4.99 each. Quilting thread. This is really beautiful. Arrow quilting thread by Madeira. It's on these large cones. You can use it with one of those thread stands I talked about yesterday with a standard machine, or you can use it on a long arm quilting machine. These are on sale for $34.99. They're regularly $80. I think it's like $79. The stash and store, this is just one of my favorites, and so I'm gonna highlight it again. These are super handy. They come in all these different colors. They're great. They're by It's So Emma. They're great to sit next to your sewing machine and put all of your little things in. You can put your scissors, your pens, your seam ripper, all that stuff, and then nothing's gonna fall out, so it can just sit next to you, and then they come in the small size or the large size, or you can get one of each and have them match. Right here I have the My Pad. This is super handy. It has all the different, it has universal needles, ballpoint jersey needles. This is a magnetic pad. So if let's say you only sew for 15 minutes on your stretch needle and you want to save it for later, you can put it right here and it will be magnetic, so that way you know which needles you can use again. Most needles you do want to change every 8 hours of sewing, or if you ever have a needle that makes lots of loud noises or it sort of just feels a little bit off, or you're skipping stitches, change that needle. But sometimes you only use a needle for a quick second and then you can use that one again. And this is a great way to save them so you know you've used it before and you know which ones they are. Because once they're out of those packages, I don't know about you, but I cannot tell which needle it is. Okay, this is a fun one. These have been selling really well on our website. They are called the Blade Saver. And the Blade Saver is, you can take your used 45mm rotary cutter blades, set it in here, and then you can use it as when you're doing like chain piecing and you need to cut those chains apart, you can just cut them apart with that blade. So it's pretty handy. And these are on sale on the website, and there are lots of different colors.
Carmen, are we going to give any of those away?
We are. Thank you, Carrie. Why don't I give away one of each of these mask panels, because that's super fun. And then let's also give away a blade saver. We'll do the blue color. Okay, 2 more items here. We have the Floriani pink thread box full of pink thread. I have 7 of these left. It's a $229 value because you're getting 30 spools of the Floriani thread, all these different pink, beautiful pink colors. They're all different pink colors in the thread box. They were regularly $220. I'm going to sell them right now for my last 7 for $99 each. You need to order those on the website while they last. And then finally, I have the license to create kits. So once again, this is also something I only have 7 of. This is a program where you get all the stuff to make 12 projects, and you can see some of the projects here. There's a really cute pillow. There's a stocking. Some more cute projects here. This pail. All of these things you get all of the the techniques that come in this workbook. They show you how to do all of them. There's also 3 classes here that you can view that Riva did on all of the different techniques. And then you get all of the supplies, the stabilizer. It has a huge value. They were on sale for $2.99, and I have the 7 that I have remaining for $199 each. So get those on the website. So if you want to shop, just go to qualitysewing.com. At the top, there's a banner. It says Virtual Expo. Click on that, and you can go. There's 3 tabs that says Notions, machine deals, and videos. Click on Notion deals, and we have all of these things here. If you've missed the last couple of days, we've been doing this every day, and on that webpage, I have all sorts of things. I have some things that are my favorite Notions. I have some things that are brand new, and I have some things that are either a special purchase or things that I am just trying to close out of my warehouse because we ordered too many of them, or I only have a few left, and you know, it's like Expo when we're down at the fairgrounds where I want to give you some good deals. So let's see here. We have a few more minutes. I want to talk about the door prizes from yesterday. So I want to announce some winners. So yesterday we gave away a quilter's glue stick, and the winner of that is Lisa Wagner. So Lisa, we will reach out to you via Facebook. Mary Stevens won 2 quality sewing. Sewing is my superpower mask. Beck Dahlman, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right, won the magic fork pins. Oh, those are so great. Diana Weirman won the QS pin tin. And Rosanna Bueller won the rotary cutter, the 45mm rotary cutter from Quilter Select. And finally, Pamela Mercer won the large prize from yesterday, which was a 30 spool thread set with a free blue thread box. So that is pretty awesome. But what I want to tell you about right now is how you can enter to win. Because right now, tomorrow morning, we are going to draw the winner for this Scani Cut 225. This is a beautiful Disney Scani Cut machine. We will be drawing that winner tomorrow, and we will also be drawing the winner for an NS80. So you have 2 machines you could possibly win. And if you want to enter to win these or enter to win any of the Notions that I talked about today, you have 2 ways to enter. You can like, comment, or share on our Facebook page. The more times that you like, comment, or share, the more times you get entered to win. Or if you live in the Puget Sound area, please come into one of the quality sewing stores. We are open today, and in fact, we are actually open tomorrow at all store locations from 10 to 4 as well. So you can come into our stores and you can enter to win there. So tomorrow at our 11 a.m. live, please come back. We'll be here at 11 a.m. and we'll have more fun things to show you, and we'll announce those winners. And then on Monday, we will announce some more winners because you have 2 ways to win. So thank you so much. If there's something you've been shopping for that you haven't seen, that we haven't talked about, we do have everything on sale at Expo specials. And so give our stores a call or call our 800 number, and we would love to serve you. Have a great day.